So today we are
Okay.
going to, I am going to be drawing a corgi using repeated marks
What about
to make
you?
texture.
Wow.
Someone is speaking, but I'm not sure who.
Examples.
All right.
Also links.
I'm going to start with a circle. Actually, I'm going to turn my thing this way. I'm going to start with a circle for the head. Oh, let me zoom in.
Adapted. North Shore Community College examples that we liked. I think the question was inside the quantity.
I actually am going to give you guys, so I'm getting a lot of background noise. But if you have a question, go ahead and unmute yourself.
And I'm looking through this other document. I feel like I just need to be kind of, maybe trying to walk you through exactly what we can do.
Small script.
There we go. Sorry, just getting a little bit loud in someone's background, not even you guys. All right. So I have a circle for the head. I'm going to make another almost circle, not quite, for the snout. I'm going to put two big triangles at the top of the head, and corgis do have these really beautiful big ears. Something like that. Circles for the eyes on either side of the snout.
I've been working on the same drawing for 3 days now.
Somebody just said they've been working on the same drawing for 3 days. That's awesome. I don't know who said it. Raise your hand. Who said that? I'm not seeing any hands going. Oh, Kia. Do you want to hold it up to the screen, bud? I'll take a peek. Oh, you froze on me, buddy. I'm sorry. All right, Nate. Maybe at the end, Kian, okay? All right, I'm going to put another kind of oval here for the nose.
Ready for sharing.
All right. And then maybe just the shoulders coming down, maybe like this, down to the body of the corgi. Actually, a corgi is going to be a really good example. This is going to work out well. Now I'm going to give him a little doggy smile. Now it comes up towards the nose here. Sometimes there's that line, and out to the side. Little doggy smile. All right, I'm going to start drawing with marker. It's up to you if you want to follow along in marker or pencil, whatever you've got, but I just want it to be clearer so that you can see what I'm doing. So first, I'm going to go ahead and shade in these eyes so it all stands out. So I'm not using the texture yet. I'm just laying down some basic shapes. Do the basics of my picture before I get to the texture part. Those eyes in. That nose, and I'm going to make that nose a little more triangular. It's somewhere in between an oval and a triangle. Little bump on top where it's shining. All right. I'm just going to give myself some outlines. I'm going to outline it real quick, and then we'll do some texture on this guy. I'm going to do something that's a little trickier than I planned, just a little bit. There's a couple places where I'm not outlining, and I'll show you why in a moment. Actually, I'll show you why right now. You with me, Kenley? All right. I didn't want to do outlines all around his head because I'm thinking about the texture of the Corgi, and he's soft and furry and fuzzy, so I don't want to have hard outlines on him. I want it to look soft. I can't actually make it soft because it's just a piece of paper, so I need to create an illusion. And to do that, I'm going to use repeated marks that are just going to be a bunch of little lines like this. You could make them straight, 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 or you could make them a little wavy if you wanted. It's up to you. Around the edges of his head. Like that, and he's going to look fuzzy, which is kind of helping to create that illusion that you would want to pet this dog, that he would be soft to the touch. So around his edges, I'm just doing these repeated little marks. This is a really cool technique. You can apply it to a lot of different drawings. Now, where this is going to get a little more complicated than I had planned was I thought we would do marks over the whole drawing. If you look back to my videos, I did a teddy bear and I did marks all around the whole teddy bear head. But on this one, the picture, I'll show you the picture of the Corgi that I found that I'm kind of basing this on. You can see how he has his orange fur on the sides of his head, and he has this white stripe up in the middle.
That's the background on my Chromebook.
That's funny. We're only going to put the texture on the sides where it's darker, and we'll leave the white area white, at least for now to start. So I'm actually going to sketch in with my pencil about where that dark area is. It comes down around his snout like this and up to the ear. So that's where I'm going to put my repeated marks to make him look furry. And I'm just going to start making lines, and I'm going to have them kind of go out from the eye like this. So that way they can kind of follow the shape of his head. I might normally do this with a kind of smaller pen, but I want you to be able to see it on my video. And I don't think you'd be able to see it well with a smaller pen. And you can just make marks and marks and marks. I actually find this really relaxing once you've figured out the drawing and you're just making these marks. It's some of my favorite drawing times, actually, because you can kind of turn your brain off and let your hand just go. Almost like meditating, just like make sure you're breathing while you do it. You get really relaxed. Everyone's going to be feeling really good after this drawing today. And he's starting to look fuzzy. I want to look at the other side. I think it was about the same. Yep. So I'm going to sketch in the other side. I lost my pencil. Kind of comes down a little more straight down the middle. You can do it however you like. You could do any kind of, you could just do a spot around his eye or kind of anything you want with this and design your own thing, but we're just doing those repeated marks to make him look furry. I think I'm doing another Zoom almost right after this at noon. If any of you guys feel like coming back, you have time, you want to keep working. And I'm thinking I might do a dinosaur so we can look at a different sort of repeated mark to get a scaly texture for a dinosaur. I did one of the example videos I made was a fish, and I was drawing scales, and I thought at the end, I was like, I think those look more like lizard or snake scales. So I wanted to try that on a dinosaur.
I'm going to be drawing a dragon right now.
Are you really? Are you putting some texture in, like doing some scaly stuff? Hold that closer to the screen. I want to see that again. Yeah, Kian, you are with us, buddy. Nice. You're ahead of the game. Looking really good. I think Kenley's holding it up. Good job, Kenley. I'd keep going with those marks. And how'd you get ahead of me already? I'm amazed every week how much faster some of you guys draw than I do. I've got 30 years of experience. I think maybe, how are we doing on time? We're doing good. I might show you, I have another idea of something I can show you, just the difference of line weight. So, do I have something skinnier to draw with? Yes. I don't know if this is skinnier. This might be too skinny. So if I wanted to make sure that I had marks even in the lighter spots, I might want to do that, but I could change up my tool for making marks to something a lot skinnier. So that way, if I keep making all these little lines to show that he's fuzzy and furry, it's still noticeably lighter in this area because I changed to a really skinny pen instead of my thicker marker. So I get a nice variety of what they call line weight. It's just how thick your line is. It's something a lot of cartoonists try to have, a good variety of different line weights in their drawings.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, I was just quiet. I was focused on the drawing. Did anybody do anything fun this past weekend? Kian did. What'd you do, Kenley?
I went to my friend's house.
Oh, cool. Was this the first time?
One of them. And I also got to go to a protest.
Oh, that's really cool. Good for you. Oh, I'm proud of you. So I feel like I should be playing some music today. There's so few of us. Usually someone's always just talking. Well, look at these ears. I think I'm going to go back to my thick marker just to do a chunk of the ears because it looks like they are that brown color. I'm just going to have it run right up the ears. And when you make texture like this, it's cool. You can always like go back into your drawing and color over it. And you'll still see if you used a good, like a Sharpie or some good black marker, you'll still see your texture lines right through, particularly if you're using like colored pencil or watercolor or something. It will not cover up this cool fuzzy effect that we've created. Maybe I'll do that a little bit. Oh, you know what? I didn't give the dog a collar. I'm going to give him a little collar. All right, dog needs a name. Call it out.
Lucky!
Wait, I heard Lucky. What else did I hear?
Rocco.
Roscoe?
Rocco.
Oh, man, that microphone is...
Rocco. That's the name of my chihuahua.
Did I hear it right? Roscoe? Oh, Kian, you and me, we're having a
No,
hard
it's Rocco.
Rothko? Spell it.
Rocco.
Rocco.
My
Oh, I love that.
microphone and my internet connection.
Yeah, I hear you, buddy.
I
All right, Rock. Oh, Rock. Oh, I'm going with it.
He also kind of looks like Rocco.
Is that right? Oh, with the big ears, right? Because Rocco's a Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna throw a little color on this because we have a couple minutes. If I can find my brush. There we go.
Are you gonna paint him?
I'm gonna paint a little bit, just to show you guys that like when you put these texture marks, you still can use paint, or I could have used colored pencil. I tend to reach for the paints for these videos because I can do it faster.
And you can use watercolor.
Say that again. I think that was Frank. What's that, bud?
You can use watercolor pencils.
Yes, I don't have any at my house. I have a few in the art room, but I love watercolor pencils. If you've never tried those, I always recommend those. They're a really fun tool.
I used them before.
Yeah, they're a great one. I can't believe the school year's almost over. Next Wednesday, right?
I thought it was gonna end at June 14th.
I think it's the 17th.
I'm confused about year.
Mr. Barry,
Yes.
you know your cat Murphy?
Yes.
My cat's named Murphy too.
Is
And
that
they
right?
almost look alike. Yeah, he's
That-
right here. Actually. He's trying to
That-
jump up on the couch.
I was gonna say, does he want to be on camera?
I can get him. He's right here.
If you want to, I'd love to see Murphy. That's
It's
funny.
cute.
Another Murphy. Oh,
Two Murphys.
well, they do look kind of alike. It's a small
Yeah.
world, bud. That's awesome. Have you sent a picture of Murphy to Miss Hodge?
We're gonna send a picture of our dog and probably Murphy.
Cool. That's awesome. I got a kick out of having Murphy on all school meeting last week.
I like cats more than dogs.
I'm a cat guy too, Frank. I've never owned a dog. I think I'm intimidated by all the walking. I see people walking their dogs out in the freezing cold in the winter, and I'm like, that seems like an awful thing.
Some
What?
people just do that for like fun. You don't have to do it, but most dogs do.
So what do you do? Do most people just kind of let their dog out in the backyard?
Yeah, we let them out in our front yard,
Yeah,
and we make sure they don't run off because sometimes they run off.
yeah.
Like our dog Rowan, he runs off, but not
Does he?
anymore.
What kind of dog is Rowan?
Rhodesian Ridgeback, and that's the same with our other one.
I have no idea what that is. Say it again. Rhodesian what?
Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to look that up. I've never heard that before. What do we got for time? Oh, almost
We
there.
call it a Rhodesian Ridgeback because it has a ridge on their back.
It looks
Like-
real-
When you
also
pet it,
this
you
is
can feel it.
it looks realistic.
Ow, Remy, what are you doing? Murphy's gone now.
See you later, Murph.
Murph, but this isn't Murphy.
Well, who's
This
there
is
now?
not
Oh,
No, it's Murphy.
adorable. Adorable. How does Murphy get along with the dogs?
With Remy, not so good.
Yeah. But is Murphy,
Bye-bye,
will Murphy
Remy.
just like take off and hide?
Not really, because he's usually trapped.
Oh, man.
I run. So
Oh, you're so tired.
yesterday we got him to swim in our pool for the first time.
Oh, that's fun. How'd it
We
go?
should try to.
Yeah.
And he just kept on paddling, trying to get back.
I was gonna say.
He doesn't like water that much.
All cats do not like water.
Oh, yeah, cats really don't like water. A lot of dogs do, but sometimes I think they have to learn
Some cats
to trust
really like
themselves
water.
that they
My
can
dog
swim.
hates water.
There's such thing as a kiddie pool, and that's what it's actually called, like a kiddie pool.
That's funny.
Like it's called a kiddie pool, and then cats go in it.